chase W's.
What I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Yeah.
The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my...
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, 250! Line 54! Stop your whining. Check three, check three, check three!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Back to throw. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Well, let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ryan Anderson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall. Evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, taking on bigger people. So he got great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. He's coming. We got to
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
watch the pass. Watch the shift.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Here we go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the second down throw on target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Hey, Wood!
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, Delta. Check. 53. Check. 53.
Back to throw here. It's complete to Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll look to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs. as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, Orbit.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll drop the throw, and Diggs has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Now back to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Hey, team 6.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, they got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 yards. Hey, Will.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They go to Johnson again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
check, Mike 42. Ready?
Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25. After a gain of 6. Down to the final play. That's where we went in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, numb in the man. Oh, deal with the hands, thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the